Good morning to all. So today I said, why not start my first video on YouTube, recording myself, doing a little tutorial, a little review tutorial, if you will, on how to add and subtract fractions. So you all know that I don't like to record myself, but times like this, and I think it might keep you a little busy listening to my little video. Why not? So adding and subtracting fractions with uncommon denominators, right? Let's reuse the paper. Because if we are adding fractions that have a common denominator, or subtracting, if you will, like this one here, that is pretty easy, right? All we have to do is add the numerators and put the same denominator, and voila, done. Except some of you are saying, Miss, we can convert this, we can turn it into a mixed fraction. But I think I'm going to do that little tutorial another time, okay? But what happens if I have, for example, if I'm subtracting 4/6, 3/5 from 5/6, I should say, they do not have the same denominator. So what happens then? This is when I need to look for and find the LCM. Do we remember the LCM? Oh, well, if you don't, or if you do, and you're screaming at the screen saying the lowest common multiple, Miss. Fantastic. I'm proud of you for remembering. But if you forget what a multiple is, well, let's do this. Let's find the multiples of 4, right? So a multiple is when I multiply two factors together. In this case, the 4 needs to be there because I'm looking for multiples of 4. And the answer I get is basically a multiple. So 4, 8, 12, and 16 are multiples of 4. Do you remember that so far? Fantastic. So let's move this little sheet over here so that I can remember what I gave you as fractions. Oh, and I missed my smartboard. Okay. So we are now subtracting 3/5 from 4/6, but like I mentioned to you before, the denominators are not the same. So this is when we need to find the LCM. So the multiples of 5 and the multiples of 6. So multiples of 5 are easy to find. You just skip counting by 5. So 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, and so on. And some of you are saying, yep, I think I got it. Great. Don't spoil it. Just wait. Let's write the multiples of 6. Again, let's skip counting by 6, right? So 6, 12, 18, 24, 30, 36, 40, and so on. Do you see the number that they share in common? 30. 30 is the LCM for both numbers. Haha. So that means that I can take my previous fractions and I can now convert them to fractions with a common denominator. Okay? So 30 is the common denominator, right? So don't forget, I multiplied 5 by 6 and 6 by 5 to get 30. And whatever I do at the bottom, I do at the top, right? Remember I kept saying that? So 4 times 5, 20. 3 times 6, 18. Now I can actually subtract, but don't subtract denominators, only the numerators. So this is quick mental math, 20 minus 18, or if you have been a little rusty because you've been inside for a very long time and you need to do it this way, go for it. But it will give you the same number as I had in my head. So 2 over 30. And some of you are saying, oh, Miss, we can actually reduce that. And it's an easy way. We do not need to look for the GCD, which is the greatest common divisor. I think I'm going to make a video on that another time. But right now we know that both numbers are actually even numbers. So that means they're both divisible by 2. And 2 is there, so that would be fantastic. That's easy to do. 2 divided by 2 is 1. And then 30 divided by 2 is 15, because 15 times 2 gives you 30. So this is my answer to this equation right here. And I did that looking for the LCM. Have a good day, everyone. I hope this helped.